quite get to him and get him on the ground. And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Garrett Wallow from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
First and 10, it's Pierce. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mills. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so.
For the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need 1 more stop, maybe 2 more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force it in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. There are 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and goal. Mills toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Mills. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Moore from a yard out. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his... And the pressure gets to him again. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything. He can tuck it and throw it. He can tuck it and run it. He can hand it off inside when he gets the right read. Bottom line is most teams want him to hand it off because when he takes off and goes, he can break down a defense.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Play action now, Mills. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To throw, Mills.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A first down throw for Mills.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Touchdown! O.J. Howard. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Texans have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Deuce, 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 deuce. Shut up.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to...
And now here's another interception.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still... Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.